Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Hey, make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest in the Santa Clarita Valley. And speaking of the greatest in Santa Clarita, that's you. I'm talking about you.
I thought that was you.
No.
You are definitely one of the greatest.
No,
you are. Look what you do every day.
I get to talk to cool people like you. I just throw questions at you, and you just get to knock. This is Cary Quashen,
and also bring us great news and all kinds of information and music and all kinds of good stuff.
I can't take credit for that. I can give credit to other people. I just push the play button.
There you go.
So anyway, Cary Quashen, you're nominated for SCV Man of the Year. Is this your second year?
Yes.
Second year?
Second or third?
Yeah, second year. First year was last year, right?
I think it was once before
right?
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm losing.
I probably should have read something.
No, it's okay.
But okay, so Man of the Year, how does that feel?
You know, I was talking to somebody about that today. They said, "Why are you going to the radio show?" I said, "Because I was nominated for one of the, the deal." And they said, "Aren't you excited?" I said, "Yeah, well, it's not so much that I'm excited, because what excites me the most is being able to do what I like to do, and that's work with kids and people and help communities, and that's really what it is. Everything else is just, it's just icing on the cake. Of course, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so for somebody who's just tuning in, they've never heard of Cary Quashen, and they've never heard of Action Family Foundation. What is the Action Family Foundation?
Action Family Foundation is a lot of things. We have, so much stuff. We do support groups in most of the schools, where we come in and we do recovery groups, or just kind of support groups to help the teens go through whatever it is that they're dealing with. We have parent and teen support groups that help empower parents, actually in a lot of places, but here in Santa Clarita, 2 places. Canyon High School every Tuesday evening. We've been there for many, 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 many years. And then we also have a Spanish-speaking group that's 2 years old now, which we're so excited about. That's at Hart High School. That's for parents and for kids. We also have a sober school now.
Yeah,
which
Action
is a few
Academy.
months. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I've been wanting to do that forever.
Yeah.
And it's for 7 to 12 graders, and it's for kids that need a little bit more. That going to school and hanging out with the friends that they have is going to keep them in trouble. So this is a safe place now where they can get their education. We're partnering with the Hart School District. Yay, thank you, Hart School District and Action, to do the drug substance abuse deal. And the kids are really doing well. They're sober. They have the support that they need. They're going to school. They're getting credits, and we're also there's counseling and therapy. That's very neat.
Fantastic.
Really
and that's a cool little thing. You can read more about that at hometownstation.com, actually. Stephen K. Peoples just did a story about it.
He did.
Yeah.
Stephen, what a great guy. He did it. What a great story.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
I was absolutely thrilled. And we do a lot of other stuff. There's a TIDE program, which is the drug and alcohol program for the school district. If somebody gets caught with drugs, instead of getting thrown out of the district, they have to go to a 3-day intense program at Action, where there's counseling and therapy and all kinds of education that helps them understand maybe they don't want to use drugs.
Here's the thing about Cary. I've known you for 3 years now, about 3 years now. I've worked here at the station. And I got to ask you, what's the balance for being the absolute great reward that it is for helping someone dealing with addiction and seeing it? Because, what is it? What's the average? People relapse all the time, right?
We see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the terrible.
Yeah.
And we really do. I mean, I was telling people, if you can climb into my pocket and just walk with me or any of my staff or volunteers for a day and see really what we deal with, the devastation, the tragedies, it's horrible. But then the successes are so wonderful that they actually outweigh all the other stuff.
Well, I'll say, so is it those successes? What is it that keeps Cary Quashen getting up and going, okay, I'll
tell you one story.
Okay, please.
Jessica. I'm Jennifer. I'm sorry. Why did I say Jessica? I remember a bunch of years ago, I walked up to group. This is 20 years ago. And it was pouring rain. I had an umbrella in my hand and a big gulp in the other. And there's a girl, 16 years old, in a headlock at this group. She had mom, dad, stepmom, and stepdad.
Okay.
And I went, oh boy, this is going to be fun. I got out of the car. I said, hi, I'm Cary. You ever seen a 16-year-old that was angry? Fire comes out of their ears. Forget their eyes. And they said, this is who we are, and this is Jennifer, and she's been on the streets for 2 months, and she's using speed and whatever. I mean, it was horrible.
Gotcha.
And group was time to start. And I said, she can come in, but you can't bring her in, a kids group, in a headlock. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I let her go, and she bolted. And I was with 2 other counselors, which went in and started the group, and I drove around. It was pouring. She was sitting on some steps trying not to get wet. And I honked at her, and she snarled, and I honked again and laughed at her. I said, get in, and she did. And she said, yeah, I have a problem. And she went into our treatment centers. Now, in those days, you can keep them 4 months, not 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So she came in for 2 years. When she got out, Mom, Dad, stepmom, and stepdad showed up every day, every Tuesday night for this group. And she was sober 2 years. I haven't seen her in a bunch of years. And about a year ago, I got a phone call from her. And she said, remember me? I'm Jennifer. She said, I was the one in the headlock. I said, I remember you. She said, I'm in a psych hospital in Indiana. I went, oh, what are you doing there? She said, I'm the head psychologist. Thank you. So those are the kind of things
That's really funny.
that really keeps us going, if you know what I mean.
The good certainly, the victories certainly are worth more.
You know what? We know the kids we lose. We know the young adults we lose because they die. We see it. It's horrible. We go to funerals. Everybody's sad. But what about the hundreds that come every week to us that aren't dying, that we're actually saving lives there? And you don't even know you're saving them because guess what? They're not dying.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me going.
Yeah. And I love the old adage. I know you talk about this all the time, that you're in business to get out of business.
You know, wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
I would love one day to wake up and nobody calling us.
Yeah.
That everybody's well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Or maybe
another thing I like that you guys do is when there is those tragedies, you don't let it happen in vain. You guys make sure that it really is publicized.
Right.
And people that are using or maybe thinking about it, they know what the consequences are.
We can't let somebody die in vain. It can't happen. I mean, if you watch the news, this is really sad. When a celebrity gets in trouble, gets arrested, overdoses, it's blasted everywhere. When one of our kids here in Santa Clarita die, at 12, 14, 18, 38, 42, it doesn't make any news. So it's got to count for something.
Yeah.
So we're gonna help it count.
Awesome. Cary Quashen, he's nominated for SCV Man of the Year. He was nominated by the Action Family Foundation. You can also hear him Mondays at noon on AM 1220 KHTS. Cary, always good to have you stop by.
Thanks a million for all you do, and thanks KHTS for all you do.
Excellent.